So we'll start off with, what is your name and how old are you?
My name is Caroline, and I am 21 years old right now, turning 22 in February.
How old were you when you joined Tumblr? Do you still use Tumblr? If not, when did you stop?
I was probably like 13, I would say, when I first started using Tumblr. I probably stopped when I was like 16, I think, maybe.
How did you find Tumblr and how did you start your blog?
I definitely found Tumblr through word of mouth at first, like hearing it on like my friends talk about it or whatever. And how did I start my blog? I opened up my dad's shitty little work laptop and I made a Tumblr account and I wrote a blog about some melodramatic thing that happened that day.
Did you notice the shift to 2014 Tumblr culture, for example, indie sleaze or grunge, and did this aesthetic pique your interest?
I don't know if I like noticed the shift because I feel like before it, like I wasn't really paying attention to like trends and stuff, you know, like I was so little. But definitely at the same time there was like the juxtaposition of like girls with flower crowns and like live, laugh, love, like happening at the same time almost, I think. Yeah.
What trends, music, aesthetics, and tones did you notice in this era on Tumblr?
A lot of black and white. American Apparel was the lead singer of Tumblr. Was that funny?
Yes.
Trends, music.
Mm.
Marina and the Diamonds, Lana Del Rey, the 1975. Yeah.
How, if at all, did this provide you with a sense of community with others on the platform?
Well, like, Tumblr was definitely for, like, the outcast kids, I feel like. And it was also during a time of, like, I feel like a lot of kids my generation did not have a lot of surveillance online because nobody knew, like, the dangers of how wild it could get, how deep and intrusive it can get. And I feel like all of these kids who were outcasts in, like, middle school and stuff and felt like nobody understood them, they could go online and see all of this, like, all of these people being vulnerable about your very similar issues, and it definitely created a community through that, so.
So you mentioned Marina, Lana Del Rey. This is safe to assume you were fans of them in the time period?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Okay. What was the overall mood and tone of the social media platform during this era as exemplified by popular music?
Definitely a dark and depressive vibe overall. Like Lana Del Rey singing about like fucking old men for money, and then like Marina's singing about like swindling men, and like I don't know, just it was very like the overall like vibe I guess was very like I'm bad and I'm different and I don't know, nobody else is like me type of jive maybe.
How did this make you feel as a Tumblr user, and how did this affect your mental health?
It made me feel so cool. It made me feel so cool. It made me feel so included. It really tanked my mental health because a big theme of Tumblr was like being depressed and having mental health issues, and it was where a lot of depressed people and anxious people came together to, you know, I feel like it started as a place for people to talk, and then it kind of turned into this website of like romanticizing really dark and bad things for young people. So yeah, that affected my mental health in a negative way.
What forms of mental illness did you see exhibited on Tumblr during this time period?
Depression, anxiety, a little bit of schizophrenia, because I feel like I was on that page, but I don't know. I don't know.
How do you think that this influenced your mental health going forward?
I mean, like, it didn't start my mental health issues, but it definitely, like, obviously everybody's mental health issues start with your childhood and, like, what happens in, you know, during that. But then I feel like at an age when I was first becoming conscious of the real world and, like, real world problems, I went on Tumblr, and then that kind of, that mass media of people self-harming themselves, and you know, like, the videos of people, remember the note card videos of the girl where she's like, I'm gonna kill myself. And then, like, you're so young and impressionable, and you're like, that's me, I feel that, I feel heard. And then you make that such a part of your personality because you don't really have a personality before that. And it really gives a foundation to it.
So do you think you are still being affected by Tumblr during this era?
Yeah, in some ways. I feel like it definitely was a seed of a lot of things that, characteristics that I have now.
And you still have common interest as you did as a user participating in 2014 Tumblr. What would those be?
Oh, man. I don't know. I feel like I still listen to my Arctic Monkeys. My music taste has definitely really not changed. I still love an all black. I still feel cool smoking cigarettes, so stuff like that.
All right.
Mm-hmm.